Greetings brethren, it's your boy the Donkey, and if you've been wondering why there have barely been any videos this week, that's because I had a hell week. It was just horrific. I had so much work to do. I actually uploaded all the videos I needed for this week last Sunday, I want to say, but I only, finished the description and the schedule and stuff for the Monday and Friday one, and I don't think I don't think there's even a thumbnail for the Friday one yet. So I didn't even get to do that. And for the Wednesday and Saturday one, I just uploaded them, and they're sitting there. That's also why there's in the numeration one episode missing, because that was supposed to be the Wednesday episode. Just I didn't even have time to change the descriptions and stuff and schedule them for upload. It was just so hectic. And because I had such a big old week, I'm gonna have a big old beer tonight. You probably have seen, well, I don't know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but if you haven't, I'll put the link up there to the review for this wonderful beer. And the entire playlist as well for the Danish road trip, because I personally think that those videos were really funny. There we go. I have my my large Bavarian mug again, which will offend the Bavarians, I'm sure, but I do not care. Well, that was a bit too much foam at the end, but that's okay. There we go. Ta-da! We have ourselves a beer, and oh, this is something that I've been looking forward to this entire week. There was so much. There was so much. Yeah. So I don't know. I've talked about this before. I am self-employed, basically. Doing sort of arts and crafts for people, mostly on a commission basis, which is fine, but during the COVID pandemic nonsense hasn't been going as well, because people have more time so they can do, arts and craft stuff for themselves. So I looked for a part-time job just to juice up my money reserves a little bit after I had to drain some of that last year. And so I took a part-time job at a gas station where I do night shifts. And someone got ill last week at that gas station, and they asked me if I could cover. So I've been doing night shifts all week, and I've also been doing my own work. So I have probably worked, I don't know, like 70 plus, maybe 80 hours this week. I haven't slept too much because I specifically, because there was not supposed to be any night shifts, last weekend, which is usually when I do them on the weekend, and there wasn't supposed to be any during the week. So I scheduled a whole lot of stuff that required me to get up early in these last 2 weeks, like doctor's appointments and shit like that. So I was on a different schedule, where I would get up at 6 in the morning instead of at 11 or 12, which is what I usually do during the sort of when I do the night shifts. And then they asked me if I could do one tonight, and I said, I guess I'll take a nap, and then we'll see about that. And then I ended up doing them all week, and also had to work. So sleep was not good, work was plenty, and I just need this now. You know what? So in my review for this, I think I gave this a pretty good rating. I already don't remember. I only did like 40 of these, and I definitely can't remember what rating each of them got, which I guess is why I make videos about this. But I remember at least saying that I would get it again for certain circumstances. This is such a circumstance, because this is actually quite nice to have, when you're really exhausted and you just want to have a beer. It's exactly this kind of thing that I like having in those situations, because a lot of German beer that I enjoy usually, pale lagers, pilsners and such, they do, especially the local ones, they do tend to be a little bit more malty. And usually I like that maltiness, but today I just want to have something that's easy to drink and that isn't too imposing in its in its flavors. So yeah, I don't know if that, if that makes a good case for that beer, but I enjoy it. Tonight, this is for the enjoyment, and it shall be had. Oh dear. Yeah. So just in case you were wondering, there's no changes to the upload schedule. I'm keeping to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday thing. I am still on my diet stuff. As you can see, it is continuously looking better. At least I think so. Even though the scale isn't moving too much, but that's mostly because I'm putting on muscle again after a year of not being able to really do anything. I don't know if I talked about that on this channel, but I had a slipped disc last year and some really severe issues with that nerve that runs by the spine, you know, at the sort of lower end, which meant that I was for several months kind of basically bedridden, more or less, or in severe pain, and definitely not able to do any working out. And I got very out of shape during that time. So yeah, I'm still kind of working on that, getting all that back. It's getting much better. I mean, I worked really hard this entire week, and I feel okay. Like physically, I feel drained and exhausted, but not in pain or feeling like, oh my God, I'm old, I need to lie down, you know? So that's great and progress. So we'll see how that continues. Hopefully it will continue well. And but yeah, I do think that just like visually, I think there's, you know, there's some progress there, which I'm happy about. Especially if you go back to like the earliest videos that I did in, I don't know when that was, late August, I think, or was it July? I don't even remember. But those early videos, I think you can really tell the difference to now that there's, you know, something has been happening. And yeah, I'll just keep going because again, I still have that goal that I want to reach till the end of the year, which is another 9 kilograms. So what is that? Like, I think over 20 pounds. It's a lot, you know, but I think I can get there. Yeah. So next week, you'll be seeing the videos that I already uploaded for last week, plus a few new ones, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how I'll do it. Just kind of ignore that this last week was, you know, kind of a failure, and just do that. So also this video will be really late tonight. It is 9 p.m. as I am drinking this beer, and I'm only just done with my work for Sunday. I did not have a day off this week, so that's the kind of week this was. So after this is done, I'll just, as it is, you know, throw it into my my template that I have in my editing software. Just smack it in, upload that crap, and just get it up tonight. Yeah, not a lot of not going to be any editing work or anything. Just done and dusted, so that it you know, should be probably 10 or 11, which I don't know, depending on where you are in the world, it'll of course be a different time. But yeah, man, I definitely need to. Here's the thing. I used to think that I was really lazy because people kept telling me I was really lazy. And the truth is, I'm not actually lazy. I just really hate authority. Just absolutely despise it. I hate being told what to do. Which is also why I am really sort of glad I got the part-time job that I did. Because, I mean, sure, I have a boss at the gas station, but I work nights. So when I work, the boss sleeps. So I am the boss, basically, you know, if that makes sense. I have the stuff that I need to do, of course, but I can do it in my own time, at my own speed, the way I want to do it, the order I want to do it. As long as it's done at the end, nobody really cares. and as long as the work I do is, decent quality, nobody cares, and that's the kind of job I like. So I'm really happy about that. Do very much enjoy that kind of work and working that kind of way where I'm just like left to my own devices and I can do my thing. So yeah, and of course, obviously, it's a 24-hour open gas station, so I still have to, there's still lots of drunk people who want more beer and cigarettes and stuff, and every now and then the police comes to fill up their gas tank. Um, but I don't know, that's not really that big a deal. I don't have a problem talking to people. I'm not an introvert. I'm actually quite extroverted. It's just I just don't like being told what to do. It's really as simple as that. That's kind of why I never was able to really hold down a job for very long, because I'm just very bad at that. But I'm not lazy. I do work really hard if I want to work really hard, and if I work for myself, I totally don't mind working really hard. So yeah, which is also why I didn't mind working the whole week night shifts, because again they don't quite feel like I'm being bossed around by someone. And even though the work is a lot harder in the night shift than during the day, I just way prefer it, because I'm not really looking for a place where I stand around and I'm then told what to do. I'd rather just have the list of things and work it out myself and by myself. I just work better that way. And I guess for any young'uns that might be watching this, I don't know why you would be, because this is a beer channel. You shouldn't be watching that. It's like, don't do that. But or I guess if any of you have kids, like, make sure to have them or tell them or help them figure out, or you figure out how you work best, because not everybody is made for just being an employee and doing their thing. And I mean, we all have to work, right? But figure out how you work best, how you can make the work for you, because it'll make your life so much easier. And don't let people tell you you're lazy just because you're in a job that is really not for you, because most of us really aren't. Most of us just need to find the thing that we like doing, that we enjoy doing, and that we get something out of. And yeah, so keep looking for that until you have it, because really, you don't want to be stuck, working your whole life in some place where you hate the thing you're doing, right? And where everybody keeps telling you you're lazy because you don't want to do the job because it's kind of shit. You want to be in a situation where you work for something that actually enriches your life, where you actually feel like you're making a difference, even if you're not in the grand scheme of things, but just for yourself, right? That's something that you should aspire to, because it makes your life so much easier, and it'll make working a lot more fun too, and you won't mind working as much. I mean, there were times in my life where I thought working 40 hours a week was just a joke, and only idiots did that. Uh, and then I guess I started a YouTube channel and worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for like 2 years straight. Yeah. But you just have to find like where you are and where you want to be in life, and what's good for you, and then that sort of stuff. I don't know why this turned into a TED Talk, but I guess it did. So there you go. Find your way in life. Don't let other people define your way for you, because probably not going to work out well, and you're probably going to burn out at some point and be really upset and not know what to do. So yeah, fight your way through that while you're young and you have the energy, so that by your mid-30s you kind of know what you want to do with your life. Yeah, that's my advice, because trust me, me in my mid-30s now, getting to the point where I want to be, finding the life that I want to live, it is hard work. And I'm still not there, and by the time I am, the hard work that I'll have to do to establish all that, that's going to be even harder. So make sure you don't follow in my footsteps and find your way much, much sooner than that. Hopefully somewhere in your early to mid-20s. But if you don't, don't sweat it. You're not an old man for a long time. You can still do stuff, or an old woman. So yeah, I need more of this. Anyway, I'm really just rambling because I want to try to make this a video that's actually worth watching. I don't know if it is, but because I'm so tired. But yeah, what a week. I hope that the next week will be less crazy so that I can actually upload a bunch of videos. If I find some time this week, I want to try and just maybe even upload just for 2 weeks straight so that there's just stuff to watch for a while and I don't have to worry about it too much. I still have loads of videos recorded. Every now and then I'll record a new one and add it to the pile. And I think there's still like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 weeks of videos that I can just upload. So yeah, it's there. I just need to actually do it and find the time to edit and then upload and do all the YouTube crap of adding descriptions and tags and all this algorithm nonsense. And yeah, so that's where we are. Thank you for your patience with me and my flaky channel. That's really just a fun little thing to do on the side. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Do make sure that you have yourself a beer the next time you have a chance to, because that stuff's always kind of nice to have, isn't it? Yeah. And join me again on another day for another beer. Hopefully tomorrow, as it's Monday, and there should be a video. Take care, guys.